Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny and in this video we'll explore some advanced functionality of Google Gemini API. In the previous video I discussed different feature or some basic feature of this Google Gemini API. If you will check with my previous video, there I discussed that how to read the API key, and I discussed that how you can generate the text response from the text itself, and then I discussed that how you can generate the text from the images. In this video, we'll see some advanced functionality of this Google Gemini API, and definitely this functionality will help you a lot whenever you are going to design any end-to-end application. And don't worry, in the class itself, after completing this series, after completing this API and all, right? So definitely I will come up with a end-to-end project. So I will create one end-to-end project by using the Llama index and this Google Gemini API. So let's start, let's begin. First of all, let's see that what all topic I'm going to discuss throughout this video. So here I can write it down each and every topic, each and everything basically, and then you will get clear cut idea. So guys, I discussed the complete and detailed history of the Google Gemini API. If you don't know about it, so please go and check with my previous videos. There I already discussed the complete and detailed history of this Google Gemini API. Now in this video, in today's video, the first thing which I will discuss, so I will discuss that how you can configure the generation. Okay, so the topic name is going to be a generation configuration. So what is the meaning of it? I will let you know. The second thing which we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss that how you can maintain the history of the conversation. So actually in the Gemini itself we have a inbuilt method. By using that we are going to maintain the history of the chats or history of the conversation basically. The third thing which we are going to discuss, we'll see that how we can count the tokens. So in the input prompt, like how many tokens we are providing, right? So definitely we'll see that how we can count it. We have an inbuilt function, so we'll try to explore that. The fourth topic which we are going to discuss, we'll see that how we can generate the embedding. And then the fifth one, we'll see that how we can configure the different safety settings. So different safety setting. So this five topic I'm going to discuss in this particular video. So let's begin with this generation configuration. So first of all, let me give you the quick recap from the previous session. So I was doing everything in my collab itself. I told you that again I will do the setup in my local, when I will be doing the end-to-end project. And in my Llama index project setup, I already told you that how to do the local setup. So as of now I'm executing everything in my Google Colab itself, because it is providing to me some like advanced or some extra functionality. So here you will see that here itself I can save my key, and yes, no one will be able to see my key, and definitely I can read it directly from here itself. So if you don't know about it, you can go and check with my previous session. Then I already discussed that how you can save the key and how you can read it from here. Now let's begin with today's agenda. So in my previous class I told you that how to import this package and all, what is a use of the different packages. I discuss about that how to read the API keys and all. So if you didn't check guys, please go and check with my previous session. Now let's coming to today's agenda. So here in this today's session, basically the very first thing which I'm going to discuss over here, that is going to be a generation configuration. So what is the meaning of the generation configuration? So you know this LLM is nothing. So this LLM is a it's a generation model. Okay, this Gemini is a generation model. So we are providing an input in terms of like a text, and we are getting the output in terms of text. So here the text basically we are getting as an output, right? So we can configure it. We can do a several configuration related to that. So if we want to do some changes inside the text, the text basically which we are going to generate, right? So definitely we can do that, and for that we have an inbuilt function inside the Gemini itself. So let's see how we will be able to do that particular thing. So first what we are doing here, we are so here I'm loading the model. Which model I'm loading over here? Tell me. I'm loading this Gemini Pro model. So let me load the model over here and see. Definitely I'm able to load it. Now what I'm doing here, I'm passing the prompt, right? Where I'm passing the prompt, tell me. I'm passing the prompt to this method, this generate content method. And from here, from the response, basically what I'm extracting this text. So if you don't know about the response, text, parts, candidates, prompt feedback, everything I've discussed in my previous session, you can go and check with that. Now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to generate a text. So let's see whether I will be able to generate it or not. So initially it will take some time, but yeah, in some time basically I will be getting this particular text. So yes, still it is running, and let's wait for some time. Yes, so now here guys, you can see we are able to generate a text. So according to the prompt, basically it is able to give me a output, it is able to give me a response. Okay, so I think you already know about it in my previous class, in my previous tutorial. I already explained you this particular thing. Now coming to the next part. So guys, whenever we are going to generate a text by using this particular method, what is my method name? My method name is generate content. So here actually we can pass the different parameter along with this prompt, along with this input prompt. I can pass the various parameter, I can pass the different parameter. So here what I can do, I can open my Epic Pen so that I can write it down, whatever thing is required over here. Just a second. So here guys, you can see whenever we are passing the prompt, so definitely it's going to generate something. But here the output which we are getting, right? So the output which we are getting, we can make the changes in that output, right, by using the different parameter. So here we are using a different parameter. So here actually basically we are using this generation configure parameter, right? So genai dot types, and this type actually it is having this generation config parameter. Now where we are passing it, we are passing to this generation config, right? We are passing to this generation config. What I'm passing guys, what I'm which thing I'm passing, I'm passing this generation config itself, right? So here is my parameter name is what? Generation config. Now inside that I can define a several thing, right? So here the first thing is what? Candidate count. The second thing is what? Stop sequences. The third one is a max output tokens. The fourth one is a temperature, and we have more, right? We have many more parameter over here. So if you want to get a parameter guys, so you just need to hover your mouse on top of this method. If you are working with a Google, if you are working with a Google Colab, then you will get your all the parameter. So here you can see your all the parameter. So candidate count and stop sequences, max output tokens, temperature, top P, top K, right? These are the different parameter which we can pass basically to this generation configuration method. Now where I have to pass it, I have to pass to this particular parameter. Got it? Now let's try to understand the meaning of this different parameter. So here you can see, so the first one is a max output token. So here we are specifying that how many words we want as a output. So whether I want like a 60, 80, 100, right? So here you can read the complete description which I have written. So a tokens is approximately 4 character. 100 tokens corresponding to roughly 60-80 words. So if we are talking about one single token, so in one single token actually, so if we have a 4 character in one word, so that will be called single token in with respect to this Google Gemini, right? So according to that you can estimate, according to that basically you can make a estimation. Now the temperature is what? Temperature is for the creativity, right? So if you want to get some creativity in the sentence, if you want to make some randomness in the sentence, so here basically this is the parameter. The parameter name is what? The parameter name is nothing, the parameter name is temperature itself. So over here if we are talking about the temperature guys, so let me highlight the temperature. So here is a temperature guys, this one. So if you want to if you are working with the temperature, so we can have a different value of the temperature. So what will be the range of the temperature guys? So just a second, let me tell you the range of the temperature. So the range of the temperature is going between 0 to 2. So we can mention any sort of a value between this 0 to 2. So if we are writing this 0 over here, if we are mentioning this 0 over here, in that case my model is not going to be a my output is not going to be a random, right? It will be a straightforward. But here if we are mentioning anything else, right, let's say 1, 1.5 and the value near to 2 basically, so I will find out that much randomness in my output itself. So here you can read the complete definition of it. So here I have written the complete definition basically. So yes, you are able to understand the meaning of this temperature. Now coming to the next part, so top K, top P. So the top K and top P parameter change how the model select token for the output. Means here basically we are passing a value, and the value is going to be between 0 to 1. So here we are nothing, we are just passing the probability value as a the value basically between 0 to 1, it's nothing, it's the probability value. And the probability of what? The probability of the token selection, right? So which token it is picking up from the data, which token up it is picking from the data. And here this parameter, this top K, top P, it is also responsible for the randomness. If you want to do the randomness in my output, so definitely I can mention a different value of this top k and top p. Now here, based on the value, basically it's going to make a random output. So it will pick the token, okay, some like a different token, different combination, basically it will try to make, and based on that it's going to generate a output. So that's a specific meaning of it. Now here, if you want to mention any specific sequence for stopping the process, definitely we can do that also. So here, stop sequence means, so wherever I will get that specific sequence at that particular time, we are going to stop the output. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now coming to the response, so over here you can see we are going to configure different value. So candidate count means is nothing. So candidate count means the total number of output. So if we are running the prompt now, if we are passing the input prompt, so my model can generate multiple output. This Gemini model can generate a multiple output. So over here we can restrict it by using the different candidate number. It can be 1 2 3 4, right, something like that. So as of now I just configure for the single candidate. Now here is a stop sequences. So here I can pass the stop sequences. So wherever I want to stop, right, so let's say in my generation, so let's say I know that okay, I'm getting sunny somewhere. So at that particular time, whenever I'm getting sunny, right, so at that part of a time it's going to be stop completely. Then max output token means in how many words you want the response. Then temperature means what, the creativity of the output. So here what I'm going to do now, let's try to generate a like output. And here you can see this is my prompt. So what is my prompt, guys? Here, so my prompt name is tell me story about the Avengers, right? So here I'm going to run it, and let's see what I will be getting inside the response. It might take some time now, but at the end we will get a output. So okay, I got an output. Now here you can see this is my like a method, this is my function. Okay, here you can see the address of the function. Now if I'm going to run it, so first let me check with the part. So here it is giving me an empty list. Okay, let me check with the candidate. So here okay, I don't have anything. So first of all, what I can do here, I can load the model one more time, and after loading the model again I can execute it, and let's see what I will be getting over here. So guys, here okay, it is able to run it. Now let me check with the part. So fine, I think it is generating a empty list only. So just a second, guys, why it is doing like this. Model is fine, one is there, okay, 50. I can change the token size, let's say 20. Great. Now here one more time, okay, let me restart my kernel, or okay, if I'm going to disconnect, then it will be starting from very scratch. Just wait, guys. So what I can do here, I can run it again. This is working fine, I believe. So yes, let's see what I will be getting here. Yes, it is able to generate output. Now let's see with the next one. So response is here. Okay, great. Now here I can check with the part. No, let me check with the text over here, response dot text. So here no, we don't have anything, that's why it is generating a issue error. Not an issue. What I can do, let me change the runtime here. So I'm going to change runtime to the TPU. Just wait, guys. Again I'm going to run it. So this type of issue we might face whenever we are working with APIs or with any sort of a project, right? So yes, it connected one more time. Now let me load the API first of all. TPU, CPU, GPU, anything you can select. TPU means tensor processing unit. So here I'm going to load this import statement. Now what I can do here, I can load the API key, and here I hope it is working fine. Great, now it is working. So now let me check with the parameter. So here is my model. Okay, perfectos. Now what I can do, I can get a response, and here I can get the, okay, this is fine. Now I can get the text. So fine, guys. So here you can see in the world of filled with, so here I have mentioned this X maybe, and because of that it is not able to generate, it is not generating a proper answer. If you want to check the see, now I'm able to do it, I'm able to call it. So what I'm doing here, so just wait, let me show you the candidates basically. So if I'm running this candidates, so here you will find out the complete detail. So content, parts, okay, inside the part you will find out the text. Role is what, model. Finish is a stop, right? Finish reason is a stop. This one means it's going to be stop now. Why? Because of this x. Okay, I mentioned this x, and because of that only. Now I can mention, let's say, this xi. Let's say what I will be getting now. So here again I'm running it. Let's see what will be my final output. So I hope it's going to be amazing. You just need to practice again and again with a different prompt and with the different parameter values. Now let's see the response basically. So here you can see now it is not generating anything. Maybe it has some issue while it is calling the API. Okay, what is the issue? Let me check one more time. Response I am getting. Okay, this is the response. Or okay, perfect. Now let me check with the response. So see guys, here now it is giving me a the bigger one, but again it is going to be stop. Maybe somewhere I am getting this xi, and because of that it's going to stop the generation. Now here if you will see that, so finish reason is stop. Now I hope you got this thing, you got this like generation configuration. Based on a parameter you can make a different type of generation. Now let's move to the next topic here. So the next topic is going to be a conversation history. So guys, Gemini enables you to have free form conversation across multiple terms. What is the meaning of it? So here actually we can manage the state of art. Okay, we can manage the state of the conversation. So in a simplest meaning I can say that it is like a, it is sustaining the entire history of the conversation. Now what I'm doing here, so here I am going to write the code and let's see whether I'm able to do it or not. So step by step, one by one, basically we'll try to understand each and everything. So first guys, what I'm doing, so I already have my model. Let me check whether I have my model or not. Yes, I have my model. Now what I will do guys, so here I will like call one method. The method name is going to be a model dot start underscore chat, right? So this is what, this is my model name, model underscore chat. Now here what I will do, I will pass my history. Okay, and this history is going to be empty. This is going to be empty list, right? And this is the way for initializing this method, this is start dot chat, start underscore chat. Now what I will do guys, so here I will keep it somewhere. I will keep this thing inside this particular variable. My variable name is going to be a chat. Now if I am going to be executed, so here you can see I have initialized this chat variable. Now if you will look into this chat, so it is nothing, actually it will provide you the address of the object. Okay, now what I need to do here, so here I am going to call one here I am like passing one prompt to my Gemini model. Now here the prompt is very simple. I'm saying that in one sentence explain how computer works, right? And I have to explain to the young child. Now let's see what I will be getting over here. So here you can see I am able to generate a response. Now this chat actually, it is having this method. The method name is what? The method name is send message, right? And here based on this particular message I will be getting my response. Now let's see what I got, what I'm getting over here. So response dot text, if I'm going to call it this response dot text, so here you will be able to find out the text. Okay, and in a single line, so computers takes our instruction and turn into the action. So this is my output which I am getting into the single line. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now this chat actually, the chat where this chat actually, which I have initialized with this model dot start chat and start underscore chat. This is having one attribute. The attribute name is going to be a history. So here what I'm doing guys, I'm going to call this method. The method name is going to be a history. Now here you will find out the history. Okay, not this model, basically this chat. So here this chat is nothing, this chat is having a history. Let's see what I will be getting over here. So yes, I am getting the message, right? So I'm getting a parts basically. Inside parts you can see we have a text. So in one sentence this is the like a question. Now here is a role, so this is the role of the person, this is the user. Now parts means text, and here is the role of the model. I hope you are able to get it, that what is happening over here. So this is the role of the user, that user is asking something, and here is the role of the model, that model is generating something. Okay, now what I'm doing here, I'm going to ask one more question, right? I'm going to ask one more question, and this time here is my question guys. Let me show you the question. It's going to be a very easy, very simple. So the question is, okay, how about a more detailed explanation to a high school guy? So let's say if someone is a high school, so to that particular person I want to explain the meaning of the computer. Let's see what I will be getting. And here I think you know about this stream parameter. So it is not going to generate output in a single shot. It's going to generate an output on the fly, like we have seen in the chat GPT, right? So in the previous tutorial I have already explained you this stream parameter. Now if I'm going to execute it, guys, so here I will be getting a response. Now let me check with the response with the text. So here what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to call this text. Now let's see what I will be getting over here. So here basically it is saying that please let the response complete, right? So here it is clearly saying to me that please let it complete, because we won't be able to access like this, okay, because it's a on the fly response. Now how I will be able to get it? See, here in the response, actually now the output they have stored in such a way, we'll have to iterate on top of it because it's a on the fly response. So for that what I did, I recreated one for loop because I will have to iterate now. So let me create a for loop. So this is my for loop. Already I have written it somewhere in my notepad and all. I'm just going to copy and paste some sort of a line so that I can save my time. Now here if I'm going to run it, so here you will be able to find out the response. So this line actually it is segregating the output. So they have generated this output at the first place, then they have generated this output, then this output, then this output, and they have stored everything inside this response. Now here you can see, so yes, we are getting my output. Now where is my history? Is my history? How I will be able to get my history? So for that, guys, you just need to check with your chat history. So once you will call it, so yes, definitely you will get your history. So see, guys, this is my history, complete history, which I am able to sustain, right, which I am able to get right in this particular list, right? And here you can see this is my first like question, this is my second question, and everything we are able to sustain over here. So I have written a refined code. Let's try to get the complete like conversation with this particular code. So here I'm going to be like fetch the role and the message. That's it. Here I'm just going to fetch two things. Now if I'm going to execute it, guys, so here you will be able to find out the refined answer. So here is my user which is asking that what is a computer, please try to explain to the young child. Here is a response. Then again I'm going to ask. Now here is my response. So see, guys, we are able to sustain the entire history of the conversation, and it's going to be a very, very important parameter. Once I will create the end-to-end application at that particular time, definitely I will show you that. Okay, now let's begin with the next topic. So my next topic is what? So my next topic is a token. This token, actually it's a very like simple thing. We can just count the token of the input sentence. Now let me show you how you will be able to count it. So over here I already written the code. So model.count tokens, I can simply provide my sentence, and here you will find out that here is my token. So guys, see how many tokens we have. Total 7 tokens. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 6, and this is going to be a single token, actually, you know, right? So whenever we have a 4 character in the word now, so that's going to be a single token. Wherever we have a 4 words inside the token, so that's going to be a single token. So maybe what it is doing, it's not calculating this white spaces, or maybe it is calculating. So 1, okay, 1 2 and like 3 and 4 5 6 7. Yes, correct. So if you will take the white spaces also, not this one, so it is going to be like it is going to consider that also. So here it is showing you the 7 token. Now you can check with the different sentences. You can pass the different sentences, right? So here what you can do, you can pass this particular sentence. Let me show you. So which I was asking in my previous method. So what I'm doing here, I'm passing this sentence. Now let's see what I will get over here, how many tokens I will be getting, the number of tokens. So if I'm running this one, so here you can see, guys, I am getting the number of tokens around 14. So it is giving me 14 token. It's just double of it. So you can calculate the token and just try to remember this thing, that 4 characters is called one single token. I think I shown you someone basically here itself. See, specification, the maximum number of tokens that can be generated in the response. A tokens is approximately 4 character, right? 100 tokens correspond to roughly 60-80 words. So 4 character is called a single token, approximately 4 characters. It might be up and down. So Gemini tokens, what I can do, I can search over here Gemini tokens. It let me check they have given some sort of a application or not for calculating this tokens, because like in the chat gpt, sorry, in the gpt itself, in the OpenAI, I have seen that. So here I don't think they have released any specific page for it. No. So fine, I think it is my answer, this is my answer. You can peacefully count it, that how many tokens is there, right? So approximately, just take a definition of the of the Gemini. I think it's a definition of the generation, means the text generation, but here inside the input, you can again go and check, right? So whether it is taking, whether it's considering this single one as a one token, or the like white spaces also along with the like 4 character, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, no, like this is just 11 token. Maybe it is like considering this white spaces and minimum 4 character. Great. So I hope you got to know that you got to know the tokens. Now why it is required, guys, why this tokens and all it is required. So here, if you will look into the like models now, so let me show you that. So here is the model. So once you will go with the documentation of this Gemini API, so directly you can search about the documentation, or here itself you will find out the documentation page. Now if you will look into the documentation page here, so you will find out it, let me show you where it is, this one. So here actually they have given you the context length, this one, input token limit. So this is the model, and they have released this particular model into 23, basically December 23, and here is the input token limit, and here is the output token limit. Getting my point? Now here, if you will look into the Gemini Pro, so this is the input token limit and this is the output token limit. So whatever sentence you are passing, so definitely before passing, basically you can calculate the number of tokens. If it is going to reach the limit, then in that case you should change your strategy, means you should divide your data into the chunks. Getting my point? I hope you are getting it. Now let's begin with the next topic. So here and where you will find out this particular page. So here over the Google over the Gemini documentation. Now just go and check with the models. Inside the model there is a Gemini, so you will find out the entire models and all. Here we have the embedding model and all, so definitely we are going to discuss that only, this embedding model. So if you will look into this blackboard, so already I discussed the generation configuration, history is done, token is done. Now embedding and this Saftey setting, this two thing is remaining. So now let's start with this one. Now let's start with the embedding, and let's try to understand what is this embedding. So first of all, guys, what I can do here, so I can explain you the meaning of the embedding, and then I will come to the code. So what I can do, before I can show you the code, and then I will come to the theoretical explanation. I think that will be a more intuitive. So here, for understanding like this embedding, so here I have a code. The code is very simple. So this Gemini itself, it is having one method, and the method name is going to be a, so let me write the method name, GenAI dot, okay, GenAI dot embed underscore content. So this is my method, embed underscore content, and here I will pass the multiple parameter. So here you can see the number of parameter. First is content, second is task type, third is embedding task type option, okay, the fourth is title, and the fifth one is a client. So let's try to mention the different parameter over here inside this embed content method. So here what I'm going to do, guys, here for the first method which I'm going to be first parameter which I'm going to write, that's going to be a model. So here we are using the embedding model. This time actually we are not going to use the Gemini model, Gemini Pro, because it is for the generation, which is using the transformer model in backend. But here this embedding, actually it's a different, it's going to be convert word into the embedding. I will come to the theoretical part, just wait. So first of all, let me load the model. Now which model I am going to load? So here in the documentation itself, I have shown you the different models. So let's try to see the various model related to this embedding. So here in total I have 4 model. So 2 model for the generation. So here we are passing this text and we are getting the text, so it is generate the text. Now we are talking about the second model. So here we can pass the text and images, and we are generating a text. Okay, so this is called a multiple model, and here we can pass the different type of prompt. If you don't know about the different type of prompt, like what is a zero prompt, one shot prompt, few shot prompt, definitely we are going to discuss in our upcoming videos. I will create one complete series on the prompt engineering. Now here you can see the next model is going to be an embedding model. So here the embedding model, so the model name is what, embedding 001. Now here we can pass the input and we will be getting the we can pass the text and we'll be getting a text itself. Now here what it does, so it generates text embedding for the new input text. So the like what we are doing, we are passing the text, and based on that we are going to generate a embedding, right? So the output which will be getting, I will be getting in terms of embedding. And if someone is going to ask you what is the embedding, so it's nothing, it's a numbers, right? It's a numbers. Okay, now here you can see, so it's a number and supported generation method. So this is a method, I think we are calling this particular method. Now here you can see the model safety, no adjustable safety setting. Here we don't have any safety setting. I will come to the safety setting after this one. Now here you can see the rate limit, so 50 requests per minute basically. So I can hit 50 requests per minute to this API, right, by using this particular model. So I hope you are able to understand the meaning of the embedding, but still you are not getting clear-cut idea that why we use the embedding. So here, first let me generate the embedding, and then I will come to the proper example. So here I am mentioning the model. The model name is going to be a model slash embedding. Okay, model slash embedding, and the model is what, 001. So this is my embedding model. Now here I have couple of more parameters, so let me copy and paste those parameters, because if I'm going to write everything, it's going to be take a lots of time. Now here my simple prompt is, what is the meaning of life? It's the simplest prompt which I'm asking to my model. Okay, or related to this particular not I'm asking basically. So here I'm going to generate a embedding, means here I'm going to generate a number from the data. So here the task type is what? Task type is a retrieval document. So we are going to generate a retrieval document, and here there's a title, so embedding of single string. Now this three thing is very important for us. So the first is this retrieval document, means the task type. The second is content, and the third one is a model. So let's try to understand this three things. So model, I think I already shown you. So here I hope you have seen the model. Now let's try to understand the next part, which is going to be a like content and the type of the retrieval. So for that guys, what you need to do, so here actually you need to go and check with the documentation. So here once you will go and check with the documentation, so this is the documentation where you will find it out. You will find it out inside the Python itself, right? So just go and check with the documentation and go inside this Python. Before I was seeing inside this Gemini, right? So this is the model, the entire model which I can see over here. If you want to know more about the like API or the different code related to the API, from here itself I took that reference. So yes, definitely it is there. Now let's try to understand the type of the embedding. So here we have 5 or 6 type of embedding, mainly 5 type of embedding. The first one is called retrieval query. So what is the meaning of this retrieval query? Let's try to understand over here. So we are talking about this retrieval query. So it is saying that specifies the given text. Given text is a query in a search retrieval setting. So what I'm getting here, so I'm passing the I'm passing a text, and given text is a query in a search retrieval setting. So it is searching basically based on the given text, right? It is try to find out the output, and we are getting a like answer. Then second is a retrieval document. So it specifies the given text in a document, okay, and in a search retrieval setting using this task type require a title. So here what we are saying, it specifies the given text as a document in a search retrieval, right? So whatever text we are going to specify, it is going to be like check inside the like a document, and based on that it is generating output. Now here you can see we have a title, so the title is mandatory over here. Now semantic similarity, so if we want to find out the semantic similarity, textual similarity based on a vector database, so yes, for that I will mention this one. Now here classification, for the classification problem, if I want to classify between like 2 or more than 2 classes, so we can use this one. We have a clustering also, so specify that the embedding will be used for the clustering, right? So yes, we can make a cluster based on a similarity. So everything at the end, everything is based on a similarity only. So whether we are getting this query or this similarity or this classification or this clustering, right, at the end we are going to find out the similarity between the words or between the data. So now let me give you the quick overview that what is the embedding, but before that let me run it and I will show you that how it looks like. So over here what I can do, I can keep this value inside the result. So here I have kept this thing inside the result itself. Now I'm going to run it. So here you will find out. So if I'm going to search, now let me check with the model name. I think the model name is not correct. It's going to be a models only, and now it is perfect. So yes, it is running guys, and you can see it is trying to generate an embedding. If you want to check the embedding, so it is very easy for you. Now it is very easy. So here you can simply check with the embeddings. Okay, it's an embedding only. Now see guys, here is my embedding. This is my embedding means. It is this sentence actually they are representing in the terms of vector, okay. Now here what I can do, so I can check the length of the embedding, that what is the length of this particular embedding, means what is the length of this particular vector. So for that guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to simply write this length method, and here inside this length method I'm passing this embedding. Now here you will see the length of this embedding is 768. So how the thing is working, you know how this embedding and all it is working. So let me talk about this embedding. So guys, here this embedding is a very important, or it's a very old concept. Now in 2013 actually Google introduced one paper, and the paper name was the word embedding. So here let's take a reference of that paper, and let's try to understand the meaning of the embedding. So here what I'm going to do guys, so let's say we have a document. So here is my document. I'm writing something. I'm writing I am Sunny, and I am working as a data scientist. So this is my content. Now here what I'm doing guys, so here from this particular corpus, this is called a corpus. So from this particular corpus I will generate the vocabulary, right? So from here I will generate the vocabulary. Let's say here is my vocabulary. My vocabulary is I am Sunny and working, okay, working. Now here is a as a data scientist. So this is my vocabulary. Now what I will do, you know, so here actually this particular words, right, I am, right. So we have two type of embedding basically. So the first type of embedding which is called frequency based embedding. So here let me write it down the name of the frequency based embedding. So here the first type of embedding is called frequency based embedding, and the second type of embedding is called prediction based embedding. So here in the prediction based embedding we are simply using the neural network, and here whatever model like Gemini, GPT, or any other model, any other open source model or BERT, right, any sort of a model, they are using this neural network based embedding only. So frequency based embedding, frequency based embedding. So here is a couple of method, I think you already know about it. So the method name like TF IDF, but to bag of words, right, or basically n-grams, we have n-grams, or we have other method also. So TF IDF, bag of word, n-gram, or 1-hot encoding, right. So different like a method basically you will find out related to this frequency based method, even though this 1-hot encoding is not a frequency based method, but yeah. So this two actually it's a completely frequency based method. Now what I will do here, this is my vocabulary. Now here what I will do, so here is my vocab, this is my vocab, and what I will do from this particular vocab or from this particular corpus I will generate the features, right. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to generate a feature. I don't know how many features will be there in my data whenever I'm passing the this vocabulary to my neural network, right. But yeah, here basically is going to generate a feature from the data itself. So that feature, it can be anything, right. So here it can be the couple of feature. Let me write down the feature. So let's say here is a gender, right, gender is there. Now here is a, let's say, wealth, okay. Here is a education. So this type of feature it will drive from the data, okay, education, wealth. Now here is a voice, right. Here is the communication, so something like this. So here is a different feature. Now here is my vocabulary. Let's say my vocabulary is going to be this one. So this is my vocabulary, like I am Sunny and working as a data scientist. So here my vocabulary is going to be I am Sunny, right, Sunny working as data scientist. Now what I will do, you know, so based on this so here is my vocabulary, right, this is my vocabulary, and this is my feature, right. So this is my feature. Now what I will do here, you know, so this particular feature, to this particular feature I will assign some sort of a value between this 0 to 1, right, which is specifying that, okay, so this feature, it is dominating to this particular word or not. So the value is going to be from 0 to 1 only, right. So here let's try to assign the value to this Sunny just for the demonstration. So here I am writing, let's say gender. Yes, Sunny is having a gender, so 1. Wealth, Sunny is having a little wealth, so 0.5. Education, yes, Sunny is educated, 0.9. Sunny voice is very refined, so 0.8. Sunny communication skill is fine, 0.7. So this is a vector of this particular, this is the vector, right? This is a vector of this particular word, right? So this technique actually, it is called word to back. Word to back means we are going to be convert our vector, we are going to convert our word into the vector, and this is nothing, this is called my embedding. So here the same, here the thing basically I did by using the counting, by using so here I did manually, this thing which I did over here, it's a manually, but it's going to be automated by using the neural network. By using this neural network, we are going to do that, and here we'll be having an input layer, and we are passing this to the hidden layer. Let's say this is going to my hidden layer, and here I will be having my output layer, right? Output layer. So we'll try to like adjust this particular weight, and the last layer weight, basically this one, it is called the embedding. So in a similar concept, on top of the similar concept, this embedding is working, this one. So here you can see the dimension. Here if you will find out the dimension of my vector, so it's going to be 5. 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5. Now here if you will see the dimension of the vector, the result basically which we are getting related to this particular sentence, right? So what is the meaning of life? So here you can see the result, the dimension is this, the dimension is this one, the dimension is the 768. Means this sentence, okay, or the vocabulary which we are going to generate from this particular sentence or this sentence. So we have two type of embedding. Word to like back means word embedding, or the sentence embedding. Directly from the sentence also we can generate a vector from this sentence token. Okay, this is called sentence token. So here you can see the sentence token, actually they are representing the sentence token with 760 features. 760 features, okay, and that's the meaning of the embedding. Now let's try to check with the other example. So here what I'm going to do, here I took the different like here I took the different basically sentences. Now let's see the embedding of this particular sentence. If I'm running it, guys, so here you will find out the result. So let me print this particular result, and let's see what I will be getting over here. So result, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to like print the embedding. So see guys, you will be getting the embedding, and now this time actually you will be getting the 3 embedding. So how I will be getting the embedding, guys? Let me do one thing over here. I'm going to iterate the for loop on top of it. So here I have a 3 sentences, so definitely I'll be getting 3 embedding. Here you are not able to see, but yeah, now you will be able to find it out. So see guys, we have how many embedding? We have 3 embedding in total, 3. So one, where this one, see, now you can check the length also. So if you want to check the length of each and every one, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the length of each and every embedding. So let's check the length, and you will find out that every sentence is being represented by 768 feature only. How much feature was there? Tell me. 768 feature. Now let me check with the length, and you will find out that every sentence is being represented by the 768, and by using this 768. Now here if you are going to run the for loop, it's not going to be run because it's embedding of the single sentence. Okay, single sentence. So I've explained the concept of the word to back, and here you got to know that one word actually they are representing in terms of feature. Similarly, what they are doing, they are converting this sentence token actually, and they are representing this sentence token in terms of feature, and that's the exact meaning of the embedding. Or how they are doing it? By using the neural network. I hope this part is clear to all of you. Now guys, coming to the next point. So here guys, we are going to be discuss the next point, and the next point is going to be a safety setting, which is a very important point as well. So let's try to discuss, and let's try to conclude this video as well. So first guys, we'll see what is a safety setting. So let's say if I'm going to call one, if I'm going to call my generate content method. So let me call this particular method. Now here you will see that to this particular Gemini, I'm asking that how I can build time bomb. Okay, so here I'm asking that how I can build time bomb. Or let me ask something over here. So what I'm asking, how I can kill to someone. This is my sentence. Let's see whether I will be able to get an answer or not. So here if I'm going to ask this particular question, now let's see what will be the response of the GPT. Now guys, see, if you are worrying about this thing now, basically this embedding and all, then don't worry. I will come to the end-to-end tutorial where I am going to create a rack system. I will store this embedding inside the vector database, and then I will show you how you can utilize it for the semantic search and for the retrieval argument and all. Okay, so everything we are going to discuss. As of now, just try to understand that we are going to convert the text into the number. That's it, nothing else. Now what I'm going to do here, so here actually I am going to be I'm going to talk about this safety setting. Now here in the safety setting actually, here I'm saying that how I can kill to the someone. Let's see what I will be getting if I'm going to check with the responses, or let's check with the candidates. So candidates, right? Now it will return me a response, so it is not going to return anything. I think first of all I will have to load the model. So let me load the model. Where is my model? So here is my model. Where is my model, guys? Just a second. Yeah, here is my model, guys. So I am going to load my model. Now let's see what will happen. Great. Okay, I have a model. Now this is my response, and let's see the candidates of this response. So see, it is not going to return anything. Why it is not going to return? Tell me. Because this is the harmful one. How you will check it? How you will get it? Let me show you. So here you will take this response, and there is one parameter you will pass over here. The parameter name is going to be a prompt feedback. Okay, just call this parameter and you will get to know that. So here they are saying that block reason, they are blocking the response. Okay, we are not getting anything after loading the model and after running the response. Here they are saying that the reason is very simple. So here they are giving the probability related to a different category. So harm category sexual explicit, no, negligible. They are saying harm category hate speech, low, little bit. Harm category harassment, high. Harm category dangerous content, negligible. So guys, here actually they are giving a probability related to the prompt. Here they are saying the prompt is a dangerous one. Now let's see with the different prompt, and let's see the what I will be getting over here. So here I am searching about that how I can love to someone. How I can love to someone. This is my like simplest one. So if I'm going to run it, so you will find out that how I can love to someone. I'm simply asking to my Gemini, and let's see what will be the response basically which I will get over here. So here I am searching with the prompt feedback and prompt underscore feedback. Now see the response. So response is very simple, that nothing is there. It's a very like lovable sentence or prompt basically, right? And even you will get the text also. So here if I'm going to check with the text, so response dot text. Now see guys, here actually you will be getting a text. So be kind someone, this that whatever, right? So it's a Valentine season. I think the Gemini knows about it. So yeah, we are getting it, but this time we are not getting it. Why? Because the safety measure is going to be break. Now from where I got to know the safety measurement and all, right? Means if I want to write it down, this safety setting and all for my custom prompt, will I be able to write it? Because see, my Gemini is able to identify this thing, and because it is dividing into the 4 category, but manually I have to define somewhere, manually I want to write it down something. So can I do it while I'm training the model, while I'm fine tuning it, right? Yes, this is possible. Now let me show you how. So here guys, what you will do, let me show you. I already kept the like a blog, so it's a like official one only. So see, once you will go and check with the documentation itself. So here once you will scroll down, so there is a option, this safety setting. Now just click on this safety setting. Okay, and here in the safety setting actually they have given you the different filter. So here is a filter: harassment, hate speech, sexually explicit, and dangerous. They have given you the 4 category, right? In this 4 category actually they have given you the different they have given you the different like a threshold. So here related to this particular category, this 4 category: harassment, hate speech, sexually explicit, and dangerous. Now see, this is the 4 category: block none, block few, block someone, block most. Means here actually you can set your custom setting. whenever you are whenever like you are fine tuning your model, or whenever you are generating the output na, at that time also you can set the threshold. Now let me show you with the example. You can read the complete one, so you will get to know like a little bit more about it. So in addition to adjustable the safety filter, Gemini APIs have built in protection against core harms such as content, okay, and gender, child safety. This type of harm are always blocked and cannot be adjusted. So this is the category. Now here you can see anti-harassment, screenplay writer, toxicity classifier. So this is the category. Basically based on this word it is trying to identify. Now here if you are talking about the probability versus severity, so the robot punched me, the robot slapped me up, right? So here sentence 1 might result in a higher probability of being unsafe. Now here, given this, it's important for each developer to carefully test and consider what to appropriate level of blocking, right? So what they are doing, they have mentioned a different category, and according to the category they are providing you a different threshold, right? So I know by the example only you will be able to get it. Now just read the sentence. Sentence 1 might be a higher probability of being unsafe, but you might consider sentence 2 be a higher severity in terms of violence, right? So robot punched me and robot slashed me up, right? So here is a severity, here is a unsafe. So you have to categorize this thing, and how you can do that by using this particular words. Now let me show you with one example, and definitely you will be able to get it. So that's why guys you need to explore the documentation. So here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to write the sentence. So here model dot generate, right, generate underscore content. So this is my method. Now what I'm doing here, I'm asking someone that here what I can ask, guys, tell me. So here I can ask how I can talk to someone for reaching RESCHING for reaching to his to her privacy. Okay, so this is the harmful content. Now here what I'm doing, so here if I'm going to generate a content, let's see what I will be getting over here. Maybe let's see it is going to block or not. If I'm going to check with the text, so then the thing will be more clear to you. Maybe yeah, so it is unethical and illegal to stalk someone, stalking and all, right? So this is the answer which I'm getting. Now if I'm checking with the prompt feedback, so here what I'm doing, I'm going to check with the prompt feedback. So here I'm keeping it inside the response. So here is a response, guys. Now if I'm going to search the response, sorry, if I'm going to get a response, now from the response I can get the prompt feedback, and let's see the probability values. So prompt underscore feedback. Okay, so prompt underscore feedback, and let's see what is going to be my feedback related to this particular prompt. So it is saying negligible, 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 means it is not saying anything, means it's a kind of neutral sentence. But yeah, this is giving me a warning. Okay, so they are giving to me a warning in terms of the responses only. Let me show you. Response dot text, if I'm going to search about it now, response dot text, so here you will see that it is giving me a warning. But here if I was asking now how to kill someone, this is going to be a very dangerous, so it didn't give any sort of a response. Here this is completely saying that it's a high category, it comes in the high harassment category, right? Now here it is giving me a response, but here it is giving me a response but along with the warning and all. So maybe they have set it the like here you can see the different categories there now. So they have set it the low threshold, like block few, block none, maybe block something like that. I think there is a block none only. So here in the block none you will find out always show regardless of probability of unsafe content, right? It's unsafe. Block when high probability of unsafe content. So here I think they have set it this particular parameter only related to this type of content. Now what I can do, if I want to make it most harmful, right? So let's say this block some or block most, something like that. So let me mention it by myself. Here I am showing you that how to mention the custom setting related to the particular prompt. Okay, now let me mention it over here, and the thing is very easy. So let me take a parameter, and the parameter is going to be like this. So here is what, here is my parameter. I can put the comma, I can pass it. Now block most over here. So I'm writing over here block most. Now if I will run it now, so you will find out. So here I'm running it now with this particular setting. So safety setting, harassment, block most. Okay, so here you can see this particular keyword, block most, right? Block most. Now this is what, this is my category. Category is harassment. category is what? Harassment. Or maybe I can take this sexually explicit, and I can take it basically, and I can keep it over there. So I can put it inside any sort of a category, and according to that I can set the threshold. Here I'm talking about with respect to the custom prompt, if you want to set any sort of a severity related to that. Now if I'm going to run it, and let's see what I will be getting over here. So yes, I'm getting a response, but here it is saying sexually explicit, it is not there. So why it is not there, guys? I think they have given inside the documentation hate speech, harassment, maybe something else. As is going to be a dangerous harassment, hate speech, okay, harm, so negligible, medium, high. What I can do here, I can okay, let's take this harassment only. Why it is not giving working? Or let me remove the space from here, maybe because of the space. So if I'm running it, no, it is not working. Let me put this harassment, and let's see. Safety setting is harassment. So block most is a key error. I think we'll have to mention this one, this block low and above. I think this is the proper keyword. So let me take this particular keyword and let me paste over here. So let's see whether it is going to work or not. So yes, now it is working, and you will find out the response. So response, guys, response. Let me check with the response where the content. This is the response. Now if I'm going to search about response.txt, so here it is saying that this is the serious criminal offense. Now if I will check with the prompt feedback, so here you will find out that it is saying that negligible, okay, harm category sexual explicit, harm category hate speech, harm category harassment, harm category dangerous content. Category I think I mentioned the wrong one. Let me take the correct basically. So I think this keyword is wrong. Where is the keyword? Okay, let's take from here itself. What I can do, just wait. So here is what? Here is my this is my harm category harassment or sexually explicit. This is a category. Let's take this particular key. Maybe I'm passing the wrong key, no? That's why it is not able to give me answer. So means it's not performing as per the like expectation. So this is fine. I'm setting it manually. Okay, now I can check with the candidate. So directly I am going to check with the candidates. So DATES. Now let's see what I will be getting over here. So see, it is not possible, so it is giving me that. Now here it is saying it is stopped, and here negligible, and negligible. So sexual explicit is there, but it is stopping the finish reason is stop. Okay, model role is a model, and here it is generating an answer. Now if I'm going to check with the response feedback, so the response feedback is going to be a negligible. So just wait, guys, let me check from different one. I think everything is perfect. Now let me check with a different key. Actually I can set the safety setting and this type of okay, now what I can do, if I'm going to generate one more response from here itself with a different sentence, just wait till here only. Let me, it's going to be a second response, and here is going to be a second one. Now let me do one thing. Or here I can generate the response. Let's see what I will be getting here. Don't worry guys, the video is going to be a little long, so please don't mind. Here I am exploring in front of you only everything we are trying over here, so that you won't face any such issues while you are running it. So response 2, now it's going to be a text. So here, yes, it is giving me answer. Now let me check with the feedback of this prompt. So prompt feedback dot prompt underscore feedback. here you can see what I'm getting, guys. I'm getting negligible, 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 negligible. Probability, okay, I think there is some other parameter for the probability. Probability negligible, low, high, and this is the complete that. This is a complete description of it. Block reason and prompt feedback. Then safety feedback. Okay, guys, once let me check this link also. Prompt feedback, object candidate, prompt feedback, candidates, prompt feedback, JSON, finish region, safety setting, content, finish region, safety setting, citizen token count, index. Okay, fine. Max token, stop, finish, reason, unspecified, safety reaction, safety rating. Okay, I think this is the internal category of it. So negligible, low, harm, probability is unspecified. Fine. So what I can do, I can take a different key. Let's take a harassment one and let's see whether it is working in that category or not. Maybe internally also it is trying to find out the category. So harm category harassment. So here I'm going to copy this thing and here I'm going to set this particular part. So safety setting this one, and here I'm going to block it. So block low and above. Let's try to take a different category over here. If it is not working, guys, don't worry, this video is going to be little long, so definitely in the other video I will explore it and means on a like a different prompt, and then I will let you know. So let's take one more chance here. So here what I can do, block medium and above. Let's take the different value. So what I'm going to do here, block up low and above, medium and above. Now if I'm going to run it and let's see the prompt feedback, whether I'm getting the specified setting or not over here. So yes, this is fine. Now let me take the prompt feedback, and this time, okay, it is showing negligible. Okay, fine, guys, but I think you got to know that how to measure it. Maybe we can go and check with some other prompt and all. So definitely I will explore it for you, and I will come up with one more video, but I think you got to know the context of this safety setting. So fine, guys, we can conclude this video. Thank you, bye bye, take care. And the next video on the next project, again we'll try to explore this particular part or one dedicated video with all the scenario. Okay, and you can check it from your end as well. So thank you, guys, thank you very much for joining the session. Thank you, bye bye, take care.